For this Google Classroom, we're going to be looking at fractions. We have two parts for this fraction Google Classroom. The first part is equal parts, and the second part is writing fractions. So we're going to first look at the equal parts section, and I'm going to show you what to do. Each of the slides has a shape on it, and it also has a check mark for you to use. So what you're going to do is you're going to look at the shape and how it's divided, and then you're going to see if it's divided equally or if it's divided not equally. You're going to go ahead and click on your check mark and drag it to which one you think. If it's equal, put it in the green box. If it's not equal, put it in the red box. Now I'm looking at this circle here and I see that it is not equal, so I'm going to go ahead and leave it in the red box. And then I'm going to come down to this box and answer the question, why? So double click on the question mark, and then you're going to type in a sentence telling your teacher why that shape is equal or not equal. And I put the parts are different sizes, and I just use my keyboard to type that in. There are plenty of shapes over here for you to practice with, but we're going to move on to writing fractions, which is the second part of this Google Classroom. So we're actually going to go down to the second one. Each of these slides has a rectangle, and it has some parts that are shaded or colored and some parts that are white. So you're actually going to produce a fraction down here below. You're going to type a fraction in. Your numerator, which is your top number, is how many of those parts are colored or shaded. So I'm going to double click the question mark, and I can see that only one of those parts is colored. So I'm going to type in a 1. Then I'll go down to my denominator. Now be careful here, because a lot of kids just count how many boxes are left because they think, well, I already counted the colored one, so the rest of them should be the denominator, right? No, your bottom number is how many total parts together. It doesn't matter if it's colored white, purple, pink, gray, whatever. You have to count all the parts together. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3. So I know my denominator has to be 3. I'm going to double click my question mark and then type in 3 for the denominator. And I see that that fraction represented is 1/3. And there's a couple more for you to practice as well. When you're all done, make sure you turn it in